How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly with It. I'm Will, and today we're getting it played, and well, we're starting a big playthrough. This is the Marvel United Megaverse campaign. If you've seen Co-op Guild or Kanji Studios, they've done their own playthrough. I feel like this is a good way for me to get the massive amount of Marvel United content we have played. It also forces me to paint the minis because I'm not going to play with unpainted minis. So as we rescue characters through this campaign, I'll be painting them. And so if you see, I've got a live stream set up Saturday where I'll do some painting. I might do some tonight as well. I don't know why I didn't set one up for both days, but I digress on that. So for those of you not aware, the Megaverse campaign was created by Dom. There is a app version as well that was created by, I can't remember his name. I've got the links down below to the BGG and to the app. You can donate to them for their hard work, but basically it'll track your progress through the campaign. So we'll go ahead and flip over to the map. I've got a TV now because I'm going blind, and we'll go through how this mega campaign works. Which one? There we go. That one. This one. That's the one we want. Okay. So as you can see here, I will zoom out, and it won't even zoom all the way out because it's so big. So this is the mega campaign. This is the Megaverse. Basically, the outside section is the multiverse. The inside section is the season 1, season 2 content. So you can see X-Men up here at the top and Avengers down here at the bottom. You can start in, I already started, so this is kind of lit up showing what we can do. It's kind of blinking here. But normally the X is yellow, the A is yellow, and the star is yellow. But because I chose to start as Avengers, the X isn't yellow anymore. So we'll have to actually make our way into the X-Men section. Right? So yes, we're going to go here and start as the Avengers. We could recruit some of the multiverse characters down here because this is a start point. So we could recruit Captain Carter, Shuri, Black Panther, Thor, or Ironheart. But we're going to leave them for the next playthrough. So my plan is to start with Ultron, as the stream says. And once we beat Ultron, right, we're going to get different things. So we're going to get this little brain, this little key. Because we're using Iron Man, we'll get a gear, another key, and then another brain. And you'll be able to use these things to then unlock these paths, right? So I kind of was saying, okay, we're going up against Ultron so we can rescue Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, and the Vision. I didn't notice that we will also be able to unlock Black Panther because we're using one gear here for Vision. I thought that was the second gear. Maybe I'm misthinking. So maybe we aren't going to rescue Vision. Maybe we're going to rescue Black Panther, because what I want to do after that is go down here to Claw. Because when you defeat Claw, you get to unlock the Wakandans, you get to unlock the Black Panther and the Shuri equipment. So what we'll probably do down here, because we'll unlock Black Panther, we'll have Black Panther, we'll probably do Shuri, Black Panther, and Ironheart. Right, so that might be our 3 that we use for this one. And then that will allow us to then, on the next playthrough, do Killmonger. And so Killmonger has 2 characters chained to him. That means you have to use those 2 characters, but of course when you beat them, you unlock them as well. So then we'll be able to do Black Panther, Shuri regular, and Okoye. And again, every time you beat these things, you're going to unlock more elements that you'll be able to do. And the reason we will be able to take Black Panther down are these little portals. So as you beat certain bosses, you'll unlock portals. These portals allow you to move your characters into the multiverse section. So if I expand this up here, you'll see right now we have nobody in our multiverse section because I want to hold off. But you do at the start get 2 free portals. When you spin them, you'll be able to move the character. You'll be able to select the character, and it'll move over into this center section, meaning that now you can cross over between the multiverse and the regular mode. We're going to cancel that. The entire intent of this, of course, is to defeat the big bads. So Thanos, you know, is the Avengers big bad. Apocalypse, I believe, is the, Apocalypse up here would be our, well, I don't know. I don't know if we'd make Apocalypse our big bad or Magneto. You guys have to let me know in the chat which one of the three big campaigns, I guess campaign-wise, it would either be Dark Phoenix or Apocalypse, because those are the only multi-part. And I would like to do those like last, right? So you guys have to let me know in the comments which one we should do as our X-Men final. And then, of course, our final multiverse is Galactus, right? Because he is the big guy here. And he will be fun to paint. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and start with the Avengers, Ultron. And we're going to be using, like I said, Captain America, Iron Man, and Black Widow. So let's go ahead and flip back over. All right, so boop, there we go. So we are set up for a three-handed game of this. David, thought you unlocked the claw. You freed the little green-eyed aliens. The claw. So we're going to use these three. I'm going to probably not put cards up here because that light is causing a shine right here. I thought I had that solved when I was doing my unboxings, but I guess technically my unboxings are all in this area, not in that area. So, but yeah, we're going to play three, and I'm not going to do solo. Just because I don't know if it'd work as well, and then I don't get to have as many fancy, pretty minis out. But this is Ultron. So first, let's go ahead and see how my new fancy smancy setup is working. We will do zoom high. So I am kind of covering it up, and I can barely read it on the thing. So basically, the special setup for Ultron, there is none, right? Because he was a season 1. And then, wow, I did that pretty good. These stayed right there. Move you off. But let's move him down here where I can read him a little bit better. And then, so basically on his BAM, he's going to add 3 more thugs to his location and deal 1 damage to each hero. Overflow, if we cannot place one, he's going to add to a location. We're going to add that location to the next location clockwise. I remember when we first played Marvel United, go back and look at one of our original videos, we thought that was a rule for all. So I think Taskmaster, we were even doing that. David says, do we have everything? Yes, I have everything Marvel United, and fingers crossed, right? I did all of DC United. So if it shows up, it shows up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We do have the Hush box up there. So if we want to do a one-off that isn't this, I could do the Hush box. So what this is, and I'm kind of streaming at 12 o'clock, I'm hoping to do some quick 30-minute to 45-minute games during my lunch break. So Marvel United kind of fits that bill. But if you guys have other suggestions of quick games that I can play, leave the comments down below. I will do a collection video, so maybe it makes it easier to say, hey, play this. Oh, I don't own it. And then the villainous plot is when all locations are fully occupied, then we lose. The locations, I tried to do thematic, always try to do thematic locations. So of course, this is Ultron trying to take over the world. So we have a bunch of world locations. Washington, DC over here has the duplication, add 1 thug to this location. And then the, we can't really read that one over there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, so we'll just bring him over here. The Sokovia has heroes starting their turn in this location must ignore 1 action symbol. Oh, that's not fun. And then the Ultron clones. Let's see here. Can I get this on any of them? No. Another duplication down here. And then, nope, that's not it. That's not it. Yep, that's it. Oh, go back. Oh, man. I wish they'd let you, like, organize these things. And then this is the Ultron virus, which we have. That was what was up there. And then Ultron clone down here at the bottom. So we have 2 Ultron clones. You add a thug to this location. Heroes in this location may prevent this effect if each of them takes 1 damage. And I forgot my hit points for those 2 clones. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4. I like how they did these. These were actually really neat. I think I've mentioned this in another video. They have a slight bevel to them. So they stack, and they stay as long as you don't throw them on the board. They stay. All right, so let's go ahead and zoom back out, and we'll get started. I think you should keep it quiet that you have the hush box. Hush. Shh. I probably should read that comic line before I actually play it. That way, it makes more sense. All right, so our turn order, we're going to do Black Widow, Iron Man, and the Cap. So we need 3 cards to start each of them. 1, 2. I don't need the mouse necessarily, unless somebody wants me to zoom in on something. 3. All right, so what do we got? Might even move these up a little bit. No, look at that. Just that little, right about there is where that glare starts. So, it's not too much of a glare. I'm fine with that. So Cap has a move, 2 actions, and his wilds. I do keep the wilds in. I keep the wilds in even when we unlock equipment or play on other modes. There are some things in the Megaverse map that will make us play a challenge. So in the challenge mode, I would follow whatever the rules are. Iron Man, 2 actions, 2 punches, and another action. And Black Widow has punch, 2 actions, and her 2 wilds. I really don't want the 2 wilds that early. All right, but we have to have Ultron go first. All right, so he is moving 1. Oh, this is a horrible first move. Moves 1, and he is putting. Oh, that's not good. And you do clockwise, so he's putting 1 there. He's doing 2 here and an overflow already. So that's going to overflow to here. And then he's adding 1 there. Woohoo! Not the way to start this off. Not the way to start that off. Where am I going to put his cards? I'll just put his cards right there. All right. I could put them around the outside, but I can't pick cards up there, and then it just gets weird. I might be able to pick cards up there. Let's see here. Not really. And then I have to lean over to do it. That's fine. I keep track that way, I guess. All right. So, found an animated version of Hush story on YouTube. I heard it picked a different secret villain in the movie, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes I don't know why the DC animated is good. DC movies have been hit or miss. So I never understand why they would deviate that much. All right, so we got another punch interrogate. Look at the top card of the master plan deck. You put it on the bottom. All right, well, she needs to get out of here. We need to get these 2 locations. So we need to move. And I don't have any moves, so I'm going to have to play the wild. All right, so we're going to play the only problem with right there is, maybe I need to start, you guys can't see. Yeah, there we go, that works. We'll start there. Make it all the way around, make it all the way around. Kanjay, I watched his playthrough just to get a refresher of how this worked on Ultron. And he did it in like 30 minutes. I'm rusty. I'm rusty. All right, so we're going to move, and then we are going to, he's going to add more thugs to this location. So definitely want to clear off. What does he add? He adds more civilians, I think, than thugs, right? Well, no, his BAM adds three thugs. Let's just do the civilian. We'll rescue the civilian. All right, that was 1. So that is Black Widow done. All right, so we're going to Iron Man. Let's see here. So we got his power recharge may drop to draw until you have 3 cards, so a good heal. 2 actions, 2 punches. I think I want to get rid of this clone. Heroes in this location may prevent this effect if each one takes damage. I think I want to get rid of this clone. So let's do the 2 punches. We'll do the 2 punches. Iron Man's going to use the wild to move. And then he's going to use his 2 punches plus the other wild to get rid of 3 hit points from that guy. Then is that one. Hi, Rusty. Welcome. And then we got Cap. So draw for Cap. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got a wild, 2 actions, a move, and a punch. All right, so what do I want to set up for Black Widow? I don't know where Ultron's going to. We need to move again because we need to clear that one out. So let's do the move and punch. Right? Yeah, let's do the move and punch. So he's going to do the same thing. He's going to move over here, punch this guy. Goodbye, Ultron clone. Where am I going to put you? I'll put you over there. And then that completes this. And then if there's at least one other hero in this location, you may gain. Oh, okay, that's good. That was a good thing. Yeah, move and punch. And so now in turn, if there's at least one other hero in this location, you may gain a move, an action, or a punch. What does Cap want? See, I forget what their decks are. I forget what symbols they have. I think punchies, right? Because I mean, I've got to get rid of this other drone. Let's go with a punch. Let's go with a punch. Punch. So Cap has a punch. All right. Ultron's turn. He is going to cause havoc. So he's going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he is going to put a... He's going to put a thug, a key, and a civilian, a key. And then he's going to put a thug on his location. Oh, I forgot to, on that last card, I forgot to activate that. So actually there would have been another thug here and it would have overflowed and overflowed. So yeah, I forgot the activate symbol. I blame David, he didn't catch it. That took all 3 punches. Oh, you're right, I had 2 other punches, didn't I? 1, yeah, so there would have been a 2. I basically had to, and then I would have, because I was here in that, retroactively, I would have been able to punch that guy. Good catch, David. You didn't catch the thug missing from the activate on the card, but you caught that I didn't punch enough. Caught that I didn't punch enough. All right. And then let's go. Okay, so did that one, activate. There's no activate. And then here, oh no, hang on. We actually, I was missing that Ultron virus completely. So we had to ignore an action symbol. Oh. So technically, I gotta rewind a lot. So she would have only had 1 wild, which would have just moved her. Right? Yeah, because she would have had to ignore her other wild. So she wouldn't have been able to rescue anybody. And then Iron Man would have used 1 wild to move. And then he would have only punched twice, right? So that would have left us with 2 hit points. Make sure we got this. And then, yeah, so wild to move, and then he would have ignored the other wild, and he would have punched twice. Cap would have moved and done 2 punches. So we still would have eliminated him. We just would not have eliminated any of those guys. I think I've retconned that, and we've gone back in time. We've corrected the timeline. The multiverse is now safe. Okay. And then so let's go back here. Told you I was rusty. All right, so here we're gonna have overflow. Wow, lots of overflow. All right, I'm still trying to place the first thug. Cannot place the thug here. Cannot place the thug here. Place the thug there. Now I need to place the civilian. Can't. All the way up here. Holy cow. And then when everything is full, holy cow, that's almost a loss. When everything is full, we lose. Oh, that was not a good turn. Okay, we gotta start doing some cleanup here. I can only do so much remotely. I'm not exactly the man in the chair. Yeah, wow. Okay. Yeah, that starting here on this Ultron virus sucked. All right, so back to Black Widow. All right, so we need to clear these off, otherwise I'm going to lose the game in a second. So I get a move and a punch. Look at the top card. I think that might be important now. could do another punch. Or I could do 2 rescue. So I punch there, move here, rescue twice. I think that's better. Let's do that. Let's do that. All right. So we're going to punch here, get rid of this thug. And then we're going to move here. And we're going to do... Let's get rid of 1. He seems to put down a lot. Like his location he's on, he only put 1 down, but all the other ones he's put 2 down. Don't do this or don't want to get rid of this. Duplication. Because if he lands here, he's going to place 2 here. So let's get rid of 2. Let's get rid of 2 of these. Rescue 2 civilians. Okay. Back to Cap. Or not Cap, Iron Man. I did the same thing when I was playing Champions the other day. I just kept calling him Tony, Tony, Tony. Distribute 2 resource tokens from the pool. So he can distribute 2 move tokens. Recharge, draw 3 cards. More actions, more actions. All right, so he gets 2 actions, but he doesn't have a move. So basically, I'm going to waste an action if I do my double action. So let's do the single action because I don't want to waste a symbol. So he's going to do 3 actions. So rescue all these guys. 1, 2, and 3. He's ending his turn here with 1 other character, so he's going to take a move. Well, no, he can give away 2 moves. Let's do another punch. Let's keep our punches. Punchy, punchy. Punchy, punchy. Okay. And Cap. Capitan. All right. So same thing. Cap needs to move. Which means... Wow. Not a fan of that outcome. Gotta move these guys over. 1, 2, 2, 2. There we go. Not a fan of that outcome. I mean, that's all I had because everything else is more actions and he needs to get out of there. So he's going to move. And then he has 1 action. So I can either... I think I need to get rid of these Ultron viruses, but that's full. Let's go backwards. And we'll clean this up. I mean, it hurts me on the next turn because I have to ignore a symbol. So I need to remember that like try to have Iron Man play something that's a little bit more. Oh, I do have my token though, so I can punch. Punchy punch. Punchy punch. Do that. Seems good? Seems good. Can the distribute 2 move tokens give to himself? Distribute 2 move tokens from the pool among any number of heroes. 1 is any, and he's a hero. So yeah, we're gonna go with yes. Oh, see, now this was a bad idea. Actually, it's not bad if it's off the mat. Yeah, it's not as bad if it's off the mat. So the mat right now is still curled, which is kind of annoying. Because of it being rolled up. I gotta find a way. I gotta ask, I mean, I don't know, David or anybody else in chat or comments can let me know. How do you store mats so they don't get curly, right? Because that doesn't seem to be a thing. All right. Ultron's turn. Yeah, see, getting rid of him might not have been the best idea. I mean, he adds 1, little bam. Although I did get this bonus. I like that bonus. The bonus is good. All right. Ultron is not moving at all. Mesmerize. Give 1 crisis token to each hero in Ultron's location and adjacent ones. Place 1 thug in each location without heroes. So adjacent would be Black Widow. And then locations without heroes. Luckily we split up. Luckily we split up. So his location overflows. No hero there, here. So it overflows all the way to here. And then here. Holy cow. Come on, Ultron. Acting like you're trying to dominate the world. This is supposed to be my first game. It's supposed to be easy so I can unlock characters. Should I fail forward? That's the question. All right, come on, Black Widow, you can do it. All right, so now she has one move, which, I mean, I don't even think I need her to move because I got to get rid of this. So what is the maximum thing I can do? I can... Wow, I can only do like a single punch. Because otherwise it's just another move and an action. I mean, I could move so I can go here and get a token. I think that's good. I'll do that. All right. So she has an action. Let's clear this. And then move. And then she's in the same location. Let's get some punchies. I don't know. I like the punches. Okay. Iron Man. Whoops. Iron Man. So he gets a move and an action. Distribute 2 move tokens and a punch. 1 action, 2 actions. Recharge, draw 3 cards. He hasn't taken any damage yet, though. I think I want to do this, right? And then I'm going to go here. No, we're going to go here, because then this will help Captain America. And we're going to finish this, because we have 1, 2, 3. So we're going to finish that. And then that is that. Because that'll help Cap on his turn. He won't have to ignore anything. Although hopefully Cap can move. So I could, and I don't, because I'm not used to it, looking at the cards. May search your deck for 1 card and set it aside, then shuffle your deck and place that card on top. Sure, why not? I don't know what in my cards are, so I don't know what I need. Distribute 2 punch tokens. His wilds. Let's do the distribute 2 punch tokens. Yeah, put that on top. Oh, I was supposed to shuffle. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Ooh. All right, come on. We gotta get 2 more civilians and try to clear those other 2 threats. Oh, hang on. I had my punch. Get rid of my punch to get this guy. Yeah. Fan-made character with a catchphrase from the 70s. How about a nice Hawaiian punch? Hawaiian punch. I'm not drinking Hawaiian punch though. And then Cap. All right, so Cap. Your area is clear now, so you can move on. You got 2 actions. Maybe we'll clear that Washington, D.C. That'll give us our 3rd clear. So I get 2 actions. So I need to move. Oh, that blows. That I only have one wild to move. Guess that's what I have to use because I got to move. I got to get out of here. So he's going to use the wild to move. And then I'm going to use 2 actions on this duplication. 1, 2. Go. All right, and guess whose turn it is? So the ideal scenario would be to try to get both of these completed like on the same round. That way the 2 turn doesn't impact me as much, right? Because I completed them at the same time. All right, ready? Good luck getting the thugs out of DC. Hasn't happened in my lifetime. 3 and a bam. Oh, this is our first bam, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. And then what is his bam? His bam is add 3 thugs to his location and 1 damage to each hero. Oh, you naughty, naughty boy. Luckily, I had cleared that, so that did not cause an overflow. It does mean that I got to get rid of a card from Iron Man. What would I do with Iron Man? So I don't want to get rid of my... Oh, I got to keep that, right? Because that's going to allow me to heal, right? So I guess we'll get rid of the move one. Because I can always do the distribute 2 to myself if I had to. And then this one bams. Add a thug to this location. So where's this going? It's not going here, not going here. It goes all the way around to here. And then we can prevent damage, or we can't because we're not there. That wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. All right. Come on, Black Widow. All right, we need 2 civilians, which is way up there. And to clear another threat, which is, or 2 more threats. She gets a wild from Cap. Oh wow, her I'm not a fan of any of her cards. She's just got punches and wilds. Let's give her. Do we do a move? Get her to move, and then I can just get rid of a civilian there. Yeah, I guess that's what I'll do. All right, so we're gonna move. Get rid of a civilian. Not get rid of a civilian. We're gonna rescue a civilian. You don't want to just get rid of them. All right, so draw. So this is distribute the 2 punches. All right, so he's got lots of stuff he can punch there. He also has his move. So I can't even do my draw 3 because I can't use it there. Oh, and I can move. Yeah, let's do that. So draw until I have 3 cards in my hand, so basically my heal. And then we're going to use her move to go up here. We're going to complete this. Complete that. Which gives us this token. Not too bad. All right, so Cap needs to complete or save a civilian. I wasn't able to get them both done in the same turn. So Cap probably has enough punch to get rid of that guy, but he needs a move. So he's probably going to be clearing out those civilians. Probably what we have to do. Oh, well, there's my move. And then I give a wild token to a hero from the pool. Give a wild token to... Okay, so this one specifically... So, David was asking... this one maybe? Aha, yes. So this one specifically, right, says give the wild token to another hero. And then Iron Man's doesn't say that, right? So Iron Man is anybody. Flintstones fan made villain Bam Bam. Now think about it, like, there haven't been many Hanna-Barbera type games, have there? So he's got 2 actions. And I get an action, so that'd be 3, but that'd be kind of overkill, right? Yeah, that's overkill. Because, I mean, I can rescue more civilians, but that's still overkill because that'd be 3 actions. So I'm not going to use his actions. All right. So do I want to move or punch? I'm guessing punch. Or I could move and rescue here. I mean, both of them are full, so it really doesn't matter. If I end my turn there... Oh, Iron Man could have done that. So let's... Do I want to discard a card for Iron Man? No, I want these punches. I need these punches because we'll be on Ultron soon. So we're going to leave that how that was. All right. So... No, that's the mic. I was like, what is this in the corner? It's the microphone. It's the microphone. Man. In my turn, though, I can draw a card and discard a card. I think I'm going to stay there where I am. So we'll do the give a wild. So let's give the wild to Black Widow, since she's going to go next. And then we're going to action. We're going to complete this. Come here, you. Oh, thugs and civilians everywhere. And then we're going to punch just to help clear that out. There. Seems like a good job? Good job. All right. Now it is Ultron's turn. Clickety clack. Love the clickety clack. All right. Ultron. And now he gets to go after every 2 turns. So we got to get around, beat him up. Before, yeah. So he's going to go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he's going to bam. His bam is add 3 to the location and deal 1 damage to each hero there. So that's not good. He's got to add 3. 1, 2, 3. And this guy bams, add 1 to each location to this location. So it goes all the way around and we go here. And then deal damage, but nobody's there. Wasn't too bad. That's a lot of thugs out there. Okay. All right. Oh, and she took a damage. So what do we want to discard? The wild, the punch. Look at the top of the master plan deck. I guess since these are roughly the same, we'll get rid of this one. Put this one at the bottom. At least one I can look at to see what's coming up. All right. So Black Widow's turn. All right. So we need to complete one more objective. She has a wild. What's both of these just need 3, and then this you have to ignore 1. What do I got? I have a punch left over. Okay. So let's do the move. That way everybody gets a move. All right. So punch here, clear that out, and then we're going to move, and then as an action we're going to do this, right? And then she has a wild and a punch. So let's go ahead and use both. So we're going to use this punch for this thug. I'm going to use the wild for that. Good. Does the one of the 3 missions in the villain card slide right or left? Oh, it doesn't matter, really. It's kind of weird. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, it slides left. So nope. Right, it slides right. There's an arrow, Will. There's an arrow. Thanks, David. David caught that. I just know what you're supposed to do each thing. I've always ignored that text. I don't think I've ever really paid attention to that text. So, yeah. All right. So now Iron Man, can we get him vulnerable? I got to get Iron Man way over here. Iron Man has 1 move plus the action to complete it. So he's got what he needs. He just needs a second move. So draw a card. Ooh, 2 wilds. 2 wilds for Cap. I mean, it's not technically a waste, right? Because I can move, do something, move, and then perform the action. Or I can distribute the tokens, but that's with the 2 moves. I think that's better because then it gives Cap a guaranteed move depending where Ultron ends up. So let's do that. So we're going to distribute 2 punch tokens. Cap's going next. We're going to give Cap all the punchiness. Cap gets lots of punching. And then he's going to move, and then we're going to complete this one. All right. And then that means that this is done. You may discard 1 card to rescue 1 civilian or defeat 1 thug in this or an adjacent location. I think I'll do that. Let's discard this one, which is basically just the single punch and the move tokens. I'd kind of been hanging on to that one, but that way we try to prevent some overflow. To rescue. Oh no, well, let's defeat, because then maybe we can get this, and that allows us to immediately draw a card, right? Right. All right, and then this goes this way to the right, because David caught that, because he's a good chatter. He's helped me out. Okay, now let's see here. Ultron's turn. Ultron. He is not moving. It's not terribly bad. Mesmerize. Give 1 crisis token to each hero in Ultron's location and adjacent ones. I'm guessing something happens with these crisis tokens, because, like, technically right now, they're not doing anything. Place a thug in each location without a hero. Well, this is not good for us not being grouped up. So you get a thug. You get a thug. You get a thug. And you get an overflow thug. Again, not too bad. All right, I just need to get Cap down there. Come on, Cap. How much health does he have? He's got a lot of health. I think he's got 8. 3-player game is 8 health. Yeah, I can attack Ultron directly now. Yep. I just need to get Cap down there. He didn't move. That's the problem. Like, I wasn't planning on him not moving at all. I was planning on him to, like, going here, here, maybe there. Like, I was planning one space closer, but he's like, Cap is the farthest person away from Ultron that you can possibly be. And he's got the punches, though. So we need, how much move? 1, 2, I need 3 moves. I don't even have 3 moves. Dang it. Because I don't have any wilds or anything either. So it's gonna take me a whole nother round. It's gonna take another round of Ultron. Because his leadership is give to another character. So I don't want to move and punch or move and give somebody a wild. Give Natasha a wild. So what does Natasha have? Does she have any punches? She only has 1 punch. So well, if I move and punch, she technically has 2 punches. If I do move and wild, she technically has 2 punches. The difference is I'll be able to take out a thug with this. So we'll go this way. So I need to go towards him. So we'll search my deck. Yeah, going this way isn't good. So we got to go this way. And then we'll punch a thug. That's it for Cap. Oh no, Cap has 2 more punches. I want to save those punches. See, that's why I wanted Cap to go down there. He had 2 more punches. So he could have like done 3 damage right on 1 turn. I'm saving those. Do not use. We're good. All right. Black Widow. Black Widow. Black Widow. Oh, she got to move and a punch. She doesn't need that much move. Although Iron Man may need to move. Let's do this one. So she's going to move and then punch twice. 2 punches. Punch, punch. And then she's going to look at the top card of the Master Plan deck, and I can place it on the bottom. All right, so move 0, which technically works out, because then he'll be right here. Deal 1 damage to each hero for each crisis token they've taken, which doesn't work out very well. That'll KO Black Widow. Yeah, we don't want to do that. I mean, it's nice that he won't move, but like she's the one that has the most, and she's only got 2 cards and 2 crisis tokens. Yeah, gonna have to put this on the bottom and hope this one's better. Okay. End of turn. There's no end of turn because there's no end of turn. Oh, when Cap ended here, search your deck for 1 card, set it aside. Let's do the double wild. Put that on top. Got to shuffle these. Now, last 1 thug. Yes, you get to draw 1 card immediately, so it's like a quasi heal. It's like a little heal. All right, ready? Move 0. Good. I'm okay with that. Him not moving because now he's where I need him to be. And then he does a bam, which is 3 thugs. So we just lost the game. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna retroactively cheat because I don't want to lose the first one. We're gonna say that Cap had gotten rid of this thug. All right. Instead, because David did bring up a good point about like we all would have been able to draw a card, which means that technically Black Widow may have wanted to take that instead of this one happening. Yeah, we're gonna reverse. All right, so we're taking out the 3 thugs we just put out, I don't remember where I put them. I guess it doesn't matter. We'll just take out 3 thugs. Yeah, we'll just do that. All right, and instead we're rewinding time again. You know, we're using our temporal mitigation. Temporal mitigation. So we are going to do this one this time instead. We are going to use the one I was not going to do. She's going to discard 2 cards. Let's get rid of, or she's going to have to discard 2. Do the wild. I'm probably still going to lose. And then give a hero of my choice a crisis token. So we'll give Cap 1. Cap doesn't have one yet. All right, there. You guys didn't see that timey-wimey temporal mitigation stuff happening. You know, this is the multiverse. This kind of stuff can happen. Kimosabi. What do you mean we, Kimosabi? You lost. I watched. No. Temporal shenanigans happened. There were temporal shenanigans. Temporal shenanigans occurred. All right, but we know the next thing, unfortunately, is a BAM. So we got to clear out some of this stuff. Yeah, temporal shenanigans. All right, so who's next? Iron Man. Iron Man. Iron Man's going to do what an Iron Man can. So he gets 1 punch. He's be able to move. So, yeah. All right, so we're going to move. And we're going to punch. And we're going to punch a thug while we're at it. Better do both. Better do both. All right. Cap needs another move. He is still too far away to do anything. All right. Move and give somebody a wild or 2 wilds to the next person. So he can move, punch to get rid of one of these so we don't have more overflow. And then use a wild to move, and then punch. So I think we're going to do the double wild. Yeah, do the double wild. So we're going to move, punch, use one of the wilds to move, use the other wild to punch, use our token to punch. All right, we're down to 3. Down to 3. Everybody's at the party. Right, turn them so they're all trying to fight him. You're not going anywhere, Ultron. All right. Yeah. Is that where we are? That is where we are. And there's no end turn effect here. It's kind of the worst place for him to be. It would have been nice if he would have been on this one, because then we just end turn and keep gaining punch tokens. All right, so we knew this was a 0 in the BAM. BAM is add 3 thugs. 1, 2, 3. And then this little guy is add a thug here, which means it'll go here. And then we each take 1 damage, which means Black Widow is... Oh, there's going to be another BAM. Black Widow had a move, and she didn't use it. Yeah. Black Widow had a move and didn't use it. There you go. Yeah. And then, so these 2 have to take damage, though. We'll get rid of the single wild. And Cap will get rid of the double action. Because he had 2 of them. Why not? Why not? Ultron starts singing, "There are no strings on me." Everyone gets scared. Yeah. All right, Ultron. He should be going down this turn, though, because there's not much left. All right. So Black Widow has her move and her punch. She gets 2 wilds. Yeah, this is it, right? Because she's going to move and punch. And then she has 2 wilds, which are the other 2 punches. So, due to some timey-wimey shenanigans, Ultron is no mas. We defeated Ultron. But again, You didn't know that we didn't beat him because timey-wimey shenanigans. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go back over to the map. Here we go. We are on the map. The map. All right, so we did Ultron. There you go. Ultron with Black Widow, Cap, and Iron Man. We're gonna... What happens if you skip? We'll complete the fight, but not activate the hero cooldowns. Oh, okay. So basically it'll complete it, but then you don't have your cooldowns. I wonder why you would do that. Or points. I guess so you can still unlock things and then come back. Yeah, but due to timey-wimey shenanigans, we won. Okay, so now you can see, of course, we will have Killmonger is now available because this path opened up, and we unlocked Black Panther. Oh, that's right, Black Panther unlocked automatically. He doesn't need to be unlocked. So that's why I was going to unlock Vision. Okay, so we have up here at the top, it shows what we have. We have a brain, a gear, and a key. So we rescued in Sokovia, rescued Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, and then we rescued Vision, and then we have another key and a brain. What do we want to do with that key and that brain? Where would we want to go after that? Now let's come down here because I think we're going to do Claw next, right? Oh, so some locations aren't available until we unlock them. Or no, you have to use that location. Okay. So we want to do Claw. He gives us this. Maybe the X-Men, so that way we can kind of mix things up. What do we need to unlock the X-Men? Oh, we have to come this way to unlock X-Men. So we have to go over to the Fantastic Four to unlock them. We can unlock She-Hulk, which will get us to the Fantastic Four. Yeah, let's do... Can we get to the X-Men? Oh, we can go with 2 keys. We can go directly to the X-Men. Okay, so I think we'll just wait until we get 2 keys. So I don't want to spend my key. But I do think we'll unlock... If I unlock She-Hulk, that's one more person I gotta paint tonight. Maybe we hold off on the brain right now. I don't know. Let's see if David's saying anything. The unbeatable Squirrel Girl would have defeated Ultron. Yeah, Squirrel Girl would have defeated Ultron. She would have looked at him and he would have just been defeated. Is there a way? I don't know if there's a way that I can just click on the key and it shows me all the keys. No. That'd have been nice. Just like you click on the key and you know. All right, so I don't know if there's anything I want to unlock with the key right now. Or not the key, the brain. There's another brain I can do. That brain. She's unlocked because of that. We get A-Force cards. We can unlock the A-Force cards. But again, if I do that, then I need She-Hulk. We can unlock United Heroes team. I forget who's on this card. I forget who's the United Heroes team card. If I remember who, then this may be a good choice. All right, I have to look that up because I think maybe that's what I'll do. Because if I can unlock this and it works for Shuri, Black Panther, and Ironheart, then that makes sense, right? When we go against Claw, we'll have the team deck. So I'm gonna look that up. Unfortunately, I put everything back up in my thing. All right, but we do need to come in here, and we need to add Black Panther to the crossover. That way I can use him down here now, right? So we add him, and that gives us our 3-person team. So currently I don't want to put anybody else in the crossover because he's the only one I want thematically. So most of my games I'm going to try to make a thematic pairing and matchup. If you have other suggestions of what I should be doing, let me know in the comments. But for now, I think that's the only one I want to bring down. Maybe I'll bring down, I'll put Ironheart in here for when we go against like an Iron Man villain, maybe. But yeah, I think that's all we're going to do here. And then what we need to do is we have to save this, which I can't do because I don't have a keyboard. But yeah, I need to save this to a notepad. So there isn't an actual save for this. It's basically just a file, and the file basically is like a true-false statement saying what you've unlocked or what you haven't unlocked. So there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. We are right here. That is what we did. Go back over here. Go back over aquí. TUSG does a good job of convincing villains to stop villaining. Yeah. All right, there we go, guys. That is the first in the Megaverse campaign. If you disagree with me using timey-wimey shenanigans to beat the first one, let me know down in the comments. I would prefer to fail forward just because I don't want to necessarily have to play a villain a second time. So maybe that's what that skip is. And we'll just, next time, if there's just no way for me to timey-wimey out of it like I did this time, then of course we'll do the skip. That way we don't necessarily, well, I don't know. Maybe in the future it wouldn't matter because I'd be exhausting heroes, right? And I have more heroes as backup. So we could play it again. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you want to watch more of this Megaverse campaign, like I said, I believe most of these will be on my lunch break streams, so the 12 o'clock noon Eastern. The ones that involve multi-battle will most likely be a weekend stream or an evening stream when I have more time to be able to get through each of them. Because when it's like a 5 or 6 part battle, you're probably looking at anywhere between 3 to 6 hours. So definitely if that is the case. Sounds like the fun save file is hackable. It actually is, David. In the save file, he even tells you, like, if you want to unexhaust somebody or something, like there's a help guide in there. He says how to do it, right? So, because the end of the day, right, it's all about having fun playing the game, and how you play the game and what you want to do. That's up to you. Another thing would be, right, is you don't want to lose the entire campaign, because this is another thing with the campaign and the rules. If you lose everybody, if everybody's exhausted, you basically have lost the game. I don't know if that's technically possible now with all 3 seasons, but when it was just season 1, because the Dom started this just with the season 1 content, I could see some, they're exhausted, I think, for 3 games. I could see where you just go on this bad losing streak against some of the harder villains because you don't have the right matchup. And then they all get exhausted. And then you go up against them again with 3 more people. They all get exhausted. Then you go up against them again and lose again. All they get exhausted. So now you've played 3 games, but it hasn't been 3 games since that first team got exhausted. That's 9 exhausted heroes. Now, again, I guess now it would depend how many heroes have you unlocked. Like going through how many did you actually unlock yet? And if all you would ever unlock was 9 heroes, you technically have lost the campaign. So they do give you a way to make it so you can keep going, right? Because that's another thing. I'm not going to completely lose the campaign because there's no way to be able to start this completely over. Now I give Co-op Guild and Kanjay credit because they played all of the first season's map. Then I think they played all of the second season's map, and then they played, they started the Megaverse campaign. And I don't know how far they are. Unlock Jeff, the character. It's a pet, so they're companions, pet companions, which are really cool because you basically just add them to your deck, and then you get to control them and make them do things. So definitely anything that's going to make it easier. So equipment cards, companions, team cards are probably going to be the first things that I unlock. And then based on what I unlock will determine where I go next, again, to try to keep it thematic, right? So that's why I'm going down to Claw, so I can get Shuri and all of them playing, get her weapons, and then go up to Wakanda and Killmonger, and then I'll be able to use the weapons, a team card, and again, keep it thematic with what's going on there. But yeah, that is it. That's the Megaverse campaign. I'm glad to come back and play Marvel United. Marvel United is in my top 10 games of all time. If you want to see that video, make sure you hit subscribe and the bell notification so you know when it goes live next. Well, not next week, in the coming weeks. Next week is my top new to me games that I played this year or last year. We're in 2026 now, aren't we? Yeah, we're currently on January 2nd of 2026. Wow, where does the time go? But yeah, that video will be up next week. So again, subscribe so you can see that. If you like this video, thumbs up. Any comments, critiques, criticisms, rules, mistakes that I made, because I guarantee I made them, leave the comments down below so other people are aware. I'm trying to do my outro here and David keeps talking. Marvel United or Marvel Champions? Which is your fave? David, you'll have to wait until my top 50 video or top 50 games of all time come out. It will give you the answer in the top 10 video, by the way. So there, you don't need to necessarily watch the first 4 videos. You can just wait till the last video because they're both in my top 10. And it's definitely Marvel biases. But either way, guys, until next time, peace.